What's up, guys? I'm at Toyota Zambia, Toyota Lusaka. This is Toyota, guys. Toyota Zambia, and I'm here, guys, to come and test the new Hilux, the 2020. Actually, I'm testing the 2020 Toyota Hilux. Guys, if you are new on my channel, please subscribe, turn on bell notification so that you don't miss out my next video today. And in this video, guys, I'm giving a shout out to a friend of mine, Michelo D.I.Y from the UK. My brother D.I.Y Michelo. Please check out his channel as well, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go and ride the Hilux.
No, the takeoff because it's 2.8.
And then what has happened? Because
it has been downgraded. Yes, now that one was 3-liter, big engine, but the power output was less.
Really?
Yeah, this one has been refined.
Wow.
There's been a lot of improvement in power output.
Okay.
The takeoff is high compared to that one. The intercooler was on the bonnet, if you remember.
Yes, it was opened at the
the purpose of that vent is to take in more air from the atmosphere. That air goes into the cylinders to combine with. First, it is cooled by the intercooler. Then, after it is cooled, the cool air now goes into the cylinder to combine with the diesel and gives you power output. Now that intercooler has been moved from the bonnet there to the bottom, just below the grill. That's
Can
where.
you turn from pick and pay and turn back
no
so
problem.
that on that State House Road?
Yeah, you feel the. Yeah.
I feel it a little bit.
So that's where the power has changed. So it takes in more air now.
Really?
Yeah,
but
from the bottom.
It enters
from the bottom because more air is concentrated between the road and the vehicle. So it taps in more air. The efficiency to tap in air is a secret to power output. And
there is no lag between takeoff. The lag has like reduced when I compare it with the 2011.
Yeah, and if you hear the sound is very quiet. That 2011 has a little bit of more noise, but this one is now a quiet engine that's as good as a petrol engine. So it's very quiet. So it's very, very quiet engine. Noise has been reduction. The vibration has reduced.
Has reduced from the previous model.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. And then, wow. So this is a 2.8. I've also seen some 2.4. Yeah,
2.4 also. Now that 2.4 compares with the 3-liter. So that 2.4 you see has got a lot of power output.
It can be compared to the 2011
3-liter. Yes.
And yet that time there were 2.5 and then the 3-liter model, which came out during that one.
Of course.
Wow. I love it. Automatic. I didn't believe that automatic is equally good because that's what I don't like.
Okay.
This experience is very important for me, especially. So from pick and pay. Okay. Let's see.
So now we're going into
this road is better. Hey. Now it is just touching. Let's see what it can go at 100. 80 so fast. 100. My goodness, I love this car. This is real Toyota. Independence Avenue. So this car is far better.
Yeah, this is a masterclass. You know, Hilux. Hilux is now from 1968 to 20 is now 53 years old.
53 years old.
Yeah, 53 years old on the road. From the time it was started as a van, now it's elegant but it still performs those off-road functions.
That is what makes it better. You know, I'm also a farmer. So this vehicle happens to, like, I can go to the farm, and also that's why I was trying to find out the meaning of the word Hilux, to say it is a high luxury vehicle.
Yes. Lux is always it means luxury.
Yes.
But it's high highly luxury car, a high luxury vehicle.
Yes, yes.
Previously, they were most luxury cars that were there many years ago.
Yes.
They were saloon cars.
Yes,
Find,
which were luxurious. But like
yeah.
this one,
But
now they kind of
the small Hilux, the Hilux that started even in double cab,
yes.
was a low vehicle until it was lifted. In other countries, in other countries, it's doing very. In Europe, not much. Hilux doesn't really perform in Europe. You know, those guys, they only want small cars.
And then I also wanted to know something about these vehicles. Why is the Hilux from, is it UK? Different from the one from, so this one, is it from South Africa?
This is made in South Africa.
Made in South Africa.
It's manufactured in South Africa, but it's manufactured for Zambia.
For Zambia, oh.
Yeah. South
really?
Africa is just a factory.
Yes, yes.
So they cannot make a factory everywhere.
Yes, yes.
They cannot
yes,
put
yes.
a factory in Zambia. They can't put a factory in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, in Botswana, in Lesotho, Swaziland. Yeah. Everywhere a factory, no. So the regional manufacturing plant was set up in South Africa. Wow. So South Africa manufactures for every country in this region.
Okay, in this region.
They manufacture for South Africa, they manufacture for Zambia, they manufacture for every country that I've mentioned. So what they make for all these countries is different.
Now,
what they make for Zambia is different.
They also try to check the climate, the topography of Zambia.
Yes, and they use, and for single cabs, you may wish to know that Zambia has been the largest customer for Toyota Hilux because of the mining. The mines were very active during ZCCM time.
Yes.
ZCCM would only buy Toyota those years. Wow. So if it comes to single cab, even color has got a specific country.
Wow.
Zambia had the privilege to have been given a white color on single cab because on the mines,
yes,
white was a preferred color for operation of vehicles on the mines. So that same color was always white, and white is the world's safest color.
Wow, wow.
So you may say no. People say I'll go and buy from South Africa.
Yes, yes.
You can go and buy from South Africa, but what you're buying from South Africa is manufactured for South Africa.
And
it's manufactured to be used in South Africa, not in Zambia. If you bring it here, you cross it over the border. The first thing they'll do, if it's new, if you buy a new one, first of all, they'll register it there. They won't tell you to, unless they have started to export, but on an individual basis, they'll tell you to buy from there.
Yeah.
And then you register it as a resident in South Africa. Okay. So now when you cross the border, they'll call you. These cars are now connected to all the border entries.
Yes.
Are you trying to cross the border? Maybe it's crime, maybe theft. Are you crossing the border? Then you say, yes, I'm crossing the border. Oh, you're crossing the border. Okay. They cut the line. They will not even tell you why they called you. One, they have verified it's your car that is crossing the border. Two, they won't tell you. The second thing that they won't tell you is the fact that the moment you leave South Africa, warranty has been cancelled.
Oh, it is now void.
It's now void. So that warranty is now void because when you go to another country, you experience different circumstances of fuel. You experience different circumstances of roads.
Now, that performance, that brings me, especially the ones that come from UK. I have seen problems. People have brought these cars from UK and from here. Performance completely different.
Yeah,
they are extremely unreliable. And even the 1KD, for example, those 1KD, I'm yet to know the engine for this one. Those 1KD, you find that the 1KD from like this one in front, from UK, it is completely different. Even the makeup of the engine to the 1KD from Zambia or from this region.
Don't even go very far. Just here in South Africa, the comparisons I'm making. The engine, same 1KD for South Africa is different from the 1KD for Zambia.
For Zambia, my goodness.
It's different. This GD, this is now 1GD.
1GD.
The 1GD that we use in Zambia is different from the 1GD that is made in South Africa.
Jesus.
So even the sizes of the cylinders are different.
Wow.
It's got the South Africa's got DOC, the diesel oxidation catalyst. So the intake of diesel, the control of the intake of diesel into the cylinders is modulated. So if you, for instance, buy one from South Africa, bring it in Zambia. In Zambia, the type of fuel that we have is 3,000 pp, contains 3,000 ppm of sulfur.
Okay.
That's normal, ordinary diesel. And then low sulfur, which they call low sulfur, it's diesel 500.
Diesel 500, yes.
It's got 500 ppm, that's parts of sulfur per cubic liter. Now, in South Africa, that 500, diesel 500, was phased out many years ago. You can't find diesel 500. It's they moved from 500 to 400 to 300 to 200 to 100. Now they are even doing diesel 50. If you buy a bigger car like a Prado, you will find some of them even on the fuel cap. When you open, it's written diesel 50. It means you can only put diesel which has got 50 ppm. Where are you going to find it in Zambia?
Nowhere. So meaning that you start using this, your car has no time.
If you put in what we call low sulfur, the Zambian is low sulfur.
It is still dirty.
It is 10 times dirty.
Yeah.
You are choking the engine. You are putting pressure on the fuel pump. You are putting pressure on the nozzles. You are putting pressure on the cylinder head. You will fix, yes, at a cost, but what about tomorrow when you put in the same fuel? It's like you eat something that makes you sick.
Again
tomorrow you go and eat the same thing. What will happen to your body? You still
get sick
and you'll die. The vehicle won't be. These are the vehicles that if you go to UK, now we go to the UK. If the vehicle is within UK, it can. I don't think they have any ordinary diesel there. They can never have ordinary diesel.
Now Tanzania is even worse. Again, I'll talk about another friend. He bought a V8 Land Cruiser. Now he bought it from Dubai.
That's another country where you'll find that because they are fuel rich, all their fuel is clean. You get the point?
Yes.
The fuel for Dubai is very good. So all their vehicles, and fuel is very cheap there.
Yes.
So all their vehicles, they thrive on good quality fuel. So when you buy a vehicle from Dubai and bring it to Zambia, you will not find the same fuel circumstances here. Here fuel is expensive, and our Indeni can only purify up to 3,000 ppm. They cannot remove any further sulfur from the crude oil.
Now, so when he got that vehicle again, when he reached Dar es Salaam, there were problems again.
On a vehicle?
Because, the vehicle was still okay, the fuel which was there, but the moment he refueled and topped up the Tanzania fuel, within 1 kilometer of driving that vehicle, there was already a warning, and the performance on the vehicle reduced.
Of course. You're going to lose one of the problems that you will notice when on a vehicle, if it starts choking, is that it will lose pulling. Pulling will go, the speed will go until it stops. The engine will start, but it will not go anywhere. It will not move. The vehicle won't move. The transmission won't be there. The transmission is the breaking down of the fuel and then transforming it into kinetic energy to move that diesel being changed into kinetic energy for the vehicle to move. It can't move. It won't move.
I had an idea a little bit, but you have just opened me up to know more about this thing. I go a lot. This business, for example, the one we talk about, the one I go to Dubai to get. These motorbikes, they come from Dubai and China. So Dubai is one of the places where I go very frequent. So even these, what can I say? These vehicles I'm talking about, I see them. But because I had an idea, somebody told me you can't buy a Corolla, buy petrol engine, this whatever, they may be universal. But these high performance vehicles in Hilux,
in diesel engines, all diesel engines, especially Land Cruisers, Lexus, it can be a Jeep.
Vehicles, go and get a specification for your country.
Yes. That's what you do. You get a perspective for your country, and then you are able to buy the right type. But if you just look at it, it looks very nice. All the things they'll tell you, no, in your country there are no such things. Yes,
but you won't have as much.
Yeah, because obviously there's competition in terms of what you supply your customer needs are different. Yes, they have got everything on the vehicle, leather, what. But then you also have to know that the vehicle has to move. It has to move. How is it going to move if it doesn't have the right type of fuel? Not only that, you find that we've talked about diesel or fuel, but there's also the issue of suspension.
Correct.
If you look at this road, it's bumpy. You can't just feel the bumps.
Yes.
But in some countries, there are no bumps. The vehicles are manufactured for very smooth roads. This one, this particular Hilux we're driving, it was designed a long time ago. So they have worked on the suspension. The suspension is reinforced because the expectation is that it will go off-road. It will find all these potholes you see here.
Now, for example, me, I do business in Southern Province where there are no good roads, and then
you find only maybe once in a while. That's when you find a smooth road.
Yes.
When you're maybe on the highway. Wow. But then, if you buy a UK car, it has got a single wishbone. There's the suspension has got what are called wishbones. These are control arms and all that things that support the suspension. They are single. You've got only one at the top, but these ones have got both, one at the top, one at the bottom. So the suspension on this car is reinforced.
It's really reinforced. It make sure that it can get all terrain. It can survive the terrain of Zambia.
Yeah, it can hold even the weight of the car, and even if it hits on the bump, you still survive. Now, if you imagine you buy a vehicle with a weak suspension, because it was not expected to move on a road like this, then you bring it in Zambia, there will be a problem for you on the suspension. Chances of you flipping are there because
it was
not expecting the kind of potholes that you have found, and all sorts of things. Then there is also the issue of hash road package. There's what we call hash road package. A hash road is the conditions you have in Southern Province, most of the areas. Now these vehicles are given what they call hash road package, which also include the type of air cleaners. If you are in Japan, for instance, you will be in a place like this. There's no dust. There's no dust whatsoever. There's no dust.
Very true.
There's no dust.
So they won't need their lot.
They will not need the kind of air cleaner which has got small pores. The air cleaners can even have larger pores and allow everything to go in. The air will just go in. The air cleaner won't even be changed in a long time. Now, if you are where we are here, you and me here, there's a lot of dust. We can't just see it. You know that. There's dust here, we can't see it.
I agree with you.
We can't just see it.
Now, what more when you go off-road?
When you're off-road, now you are even putting all that dust. So the type of air cleaner and the air cleaning system and the airflow sensors type, they should conform with your condition in the country.
I have to share this information with a lot of people. A lot of people don't know this.
That's why you find most people buy cars from abroad, and then within 3 years they have packed. Some even less than 3 years. I've just put 3 years as an average.
Now here is an example. Me, I have a Hilux which is more than 10 years old, and it is still going.
Yeah, you see, your Hilux is 2011. We're talking about 10 years.
And it came from this branch.
You will never experience peculiar problems. No. The problem will just come because maybe one or two parts have naturally gone through wear and tear. Because time has passed. This now needs to be changed. Your tires needs to be changed. Bearings needs to be changed now.
And for your own information, up to today, I can tell you honestly, I've never changed the wheel bearings till today. But it goes for service to check the major parts. I've never checked those control arms. What with the wishbones, whatever. I have never. I've changed shocks, but major parts, I don't know. This vehicle is something else.
Yeah, it survives, it goes, and it will continue going for a while.
And the reason is, and this vehicle is a workhorse. It has seen work. I've done cross countries with that vehicle.
You see? And it you can start off anytime you want.
Anytime.
As long as you have fuel, you put in and start the engine and start going.
I've moved distances from here to Nakonde to Isoka. Now there's a place, one of the places where I respected it had gone for a funeral. I lost my uncle in Muchinga province, in Muyombe. I went with that vehicle to Muyombe, and then because I was carrying my family, most of them, because that vehicle again can move. The speed is also what I love about that vehicle. But do you know that I was not cruising because of my family I was carrying? So they were very, they said, please do only 100.
You are like me. When I'm carrying even one person or even a friend, I can never go beyond the speed. No. Unless I'm alone, I do that.
I would do 100 and 120. Now let me tell you, that vehicle, again we had the Pajero, because we had two vehicles. So there was a Pajero like that one which is coming here.
Oh, okay. I can see the Hippo.
Mike, not really. The Hippo is the other one, isn't it? And
oh yeah, this one is called the
Sporty. Yes, something like that. This Pajero, this is what the one my cousin was
driving. So from here, I moved 1,000 plus kilometers on one full tank driving. So from here, I moved 1,000 plus kilometers on one full tank. On one tank.
1,000.
Do you know that same 1,000, my cousin, we reached Mukushi, he kept on refueling. We went to Mupika, he kept on refueling. But it was also a diesel machine.
Hello, Ngo. We're just by Levy doing some test drive, coming back to the office.
Now when I compare the Hilux again, fuel is economically wise. So I was surprised. I was doing 100 to 120 for a period of about 1,000, maybe 1,100 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers.
You haven't put one tank
fuel, but I still reached. When coming back, it was at Chinsali, where we refueled to come back home. Now the Pajero, now everyone, because we had carried some elderly people from the, so they were like, what kind of vehicle is this where you use
only one tank?
Use one full tank to what? I said, but it was my first time to also discover that. Because why? I had been driving it, but most of the time when I'm alone such distance, me, I cruise. So I'll hit 160, would be my, like, when I'm really comfortable, I'm comfortable to 160 on that Hilux. But fuel I never had. I never knew that if you reduce your speed to 120 or 100, then for a long distance you save a lot of fuel. Now watch more this one which has come to 2.8.
2.8 is even the fuel saving has been improved by 11%.
Wow.
That's the consumption improvement on fuel consumption. 11%.
10% is a lot.
Yeah. Now it has been improved so much. Because they worked on output, power output. How can they improve how much power the engine moves and the horsepower as well? So they worked on that. They moved the intercooler somewhere. They even changed the size of the turbocharger. It's been increased.
Yeah. The turbocharger is now bigger.
It's now
this
bigger.
One.
Yeah.
And the intercooler?
The intercooler has been moved down, like
it's no longer on top.
On top, it was slicing into the wind. You know, the wind, very little air was going in. The highest percentage of wind was being lost. So air from the wind was being lost. Now, at this point, it's taking in almost maximum quantities of air from the atmosphere. So there's quite a lot of improvement on power output, which resulted now into even downsizing the engine. Rather than you
maintaining the equivalent power.
No, improving on the power. Power has been improved now. It's even been improved.
Yet fuel has come down.
Has come down, yes.
Wow, that is no wonder.
It's quieter.
My sister.
You can hear the sound.
It's very calm.
And this is because it's noisy like this because we have put aircon. If we turn on aircon, it will be, if we turn on off aircon, it will even be quiet because then the engine revs go up with the aircon. When the aircon is on, the revs
go up. And then also, wow. And then the design inside has changed, the infotainment system, the audio radio has like...
Everything now is reachable, very near.
Has really changed a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you had the controls on the steering before, but
no, there were no controls on the
steering.
The 2011 didn't have the controls like this one. Now here
this one has, you can see, you can control them there. The stereo. The indicators are just nearby. Radio.
Because I can see.
Aircon is just nearby here.
Wow. And then I can see this is sign for the phone.
Yeah, you can also connect your phone.
You can Bluetooth.
I know you can improvise Bluetooth on yours, but those are not reliable Bluetooth devices. Those are just modified. Those are just modified. Just like these street guys, they sell such things. But that one is 100% factory fitted.
And then I'm also seeing there is an economy. So it's like fuel. The way you are moving to tell you are now operating at economy.
Yes. So like this, it has to go into economy because sometimes you're not even pressing the accelerator. So it will go into eco. You can even choose to switch it off here.
My goodness.
But
also you can choose.
You can choose to switch it off there, but you'll be consuming much more fuel. It's got power mode.
Okay.
This power mode will help you to add more power in case you are towing a trailer.
I see. Or maybe you are carrying some heavy loads.
Maybe you are carrying heavy loads, or you are climbing the hill. Just give it more power.
Wow.
And it will still go fair.
Equal to the task.
Yes. It will give you much more power. You will not feel the pressure on the vehicle like the vehicle.
And I've seen 2 additional cup holders.
Yeah, 2 additional cup holders. You've even got some on the side.
Yes, I can
got
see
one here.
Okay, wow.
So you can have 2 drinks. Besides the 4th one here, where on the door side.
Usually you have maintained the.
This is you can put your glasses. Like us who wear spectacles, we can have a spare one here.
Okay.
You can put anything of convenience, phone. Yeah. So it is really a change is there, a very big change.
I've noticed an improved massive change. Even the handling, this one, there's a way it feels compared to the 2011.
The steering pump and all the mechanism connected to the steering functionality has been worked on, and that's why you feel that it feels lighter, and you can swerve, you can turn. You don't feel the weight.
Exactly.
The effort is not being transferred to your arms. You are not like lifting weights.
It's true.
Some cars, when you're from driving, you start feeling
feel really
the heavy
weight. Driving something. As much as the 2011 is power steering, but the power steering again is really different from this one.
Oh yeah.
This one again, the kind of power. Wow.
No power, you will appreciate it. You will really appreciate when you really need it. You will appreciate now. Yeah.
Okay. And then where you put the jack and whatever, they are still under the seat, isn't it?
Seat, yes.
Okay, so you just lift it the same way. Wow. So nice. Let me also see the grill. You see? So as usual, it has got 100 kilometers, whichever, 100,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. And the tires, are they 17 or 16? 17 this time. I remember the 2011 had the 16. Wow. Awesome. Very neat.
Oh, let me. Okay, you can be changing your position.
And so guys, on that note, we end this video. How much is this car? It is $53,000 or 1.1 million kwacha. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on bell notification. Bye.